Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Popping in. Don't know how long I got because I got to stop and get some food for the family. Just dropped off my 17-year-old with my daddy. My daddy taking him to North Carolina for me because me and my wife got a date weekend this weekend because we back from England. So me and my wife got us a little date tonight going to the basketball game. Then flying to Miami for the F1, which I wouldn't have booked it if I knew it was the Derby weekend, because my wife was going to a Kentucky Derby party with her friend, but I ain't know. So yeah, just loving the Lord and walking with him. But something, I was just talking to a young man, young pastor, and he was telling me, he was like, man, I want to do an event with you next year. And I told him, I said, man, I kind of done retired from events. It's not that I'm not going to do them, but it just have to be something new, something different, something that I haven't done. Like just doing the same old, I'm not really into that, you know. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. And it's two reasons. One reason is for safety. And what I mean by that is you don't walk in fear. As Christians, we don't walk in fear. But what we do walk in is wisdom and knowledge and discernment and understanding. So Christians die every day. So just because you're Christian don't mean you're invincible. And just because God has called you don't mean you just can go anywhere and do anything. Because look at what happened to Jesus, and that became a part of his, that was his purpose. And so we never know if that'll become a part of our purpose. And one thing, let me help y'all understand something what y'all don't realize. Angel Reese, who played for LSU, now she in the WNBA, was on the stage, on the podium, crying, talking about she get death threats. Now, if you believe there's any validity to the death threats she get, then you definitely got to realize and understand, which I don't believe there's any validity to that. Nobody want to kill a basketball player. It's like, this is not Colombia in the 70s with soccer. Like, child, please. That's not no real death threat, okay? But we ain't allowed to minimize people's stuff. But it's like, come on, who really finna try to do harm to a basketball player? If that was the case, LeBron James would have been dead. See what I'm saying? And so, but I have received death threats before. The one that I remember the most was a guy sent a picture holding a gun and pointing it at the camera, and it said, "Shut the F up." Now, he was dating a young lady that she probably told him about me, and she probably told him that me and her dated. Me and her did not date, but we had been intimate back in the day. And so he probably was jealous because, I was kind of blowing up a little bit. It was early in my career, and he sent that. And then't looked at his page, and I seen that he was like with her, that was like his girlfriend or something. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And another time, got a death threat out of Chicago. Why I don't know. It's like, you better not show up in Chicago. You better not show your face. But the reason why is because a lot of times women being abusive, mentally abusive, will take and use me as a pawn on their chessboard, and they will put me in front of their man. And they will tell their man, Tony Gaskins said this, Tony Gaskins said that. And anybody with any kind of common sense know that you don't do that to no man. And so now these men get mad. I remember I did a seminar in Houston, and a young lady came to the seminar, And while she's sitting there in the seminar getting this good teaching, her baby daddy showed up. He showed up to the seminar to get her. He came in there, he walked in there, and I remember it was a band of sisters. It was the band of sisters. Coach Amber, she was there. I think Coach Amber was there. I think my wife was there. They teamed up on that man. They circled around him. I'm like, nah, what is y'all finna do? I stayed out the way because with men it's different. One wrong look, we fight. One wrong, and it going to blows. But with the women stepping in, he not finna do nothing to them. He ain't finna do nothing to them. He was trying to get her to leave. He talked to her and all that, and she like, no, I'ma stay. You know, no, I'ma stay. I talked to her later, and she said that they got into it, and she say he beat her with my book. She say she had my book in her home office, on her desk or on something, and he came in there and he grabbed that book and beat her across the head with it. I said, wow. So see, that's why I try to tell y'all, I take everything I say so seriously, and a lot of times people don't understand it, of how the most dangerous thing in the world, is an insecure man. So that's why I tell y'all, to the ladies especially, and even to the men, don't use my name in your relationship. Get the knowledge that you need to get, but don't use the person name or who you getting it from, because now you make that person a target. And my daddy taught me that at a young age, because he was telling me about this boy that was at the house. He said, and my dad said, man, you can't trust that boy. He's a liar, and a liar is also a thief. I was like, no, not Eric, not Eric. Sure enough, Eric started stealing from me, started lied on me to his cousin Chubb. Chubb was swole as a grown man. Chubb tried to fight me, and we squared up the fight. He pushed me, and when he pushed me, my chest touched my spine. I canceled that fight expeditiously. Fight was canceled. Oh man, ain't got time for this, man. I ain't finna fight you. I try to act like I was being the bigger person. No, I wasn't being the bigger person. Chest caved in. I say, if this man push feel like this, what is this man punch finna feel like? I be doggone, absolutely not. But Eric got me all kind of stuff. So the next time we was at the basketball court, I whooped Eric behind. I said, you trying to get me beat up and whoop your behind. I whooped it behind. Whooped him on the basketball court. He took off running from the basketball court to the park, across the street. I chased him over to the park, whooped it behind at the park. And I say, yeah, you got to go through it. And so this what I try to tell y'all. An insecure man, he'll come do damage. He will try to stab me, try to shoot me, try to fight me. You know why? Because I've been an insecure man. That's how I know. That is how I know. A lot of people don't realize that. So how you know? How you understand that? I've been an insecure man. I've wished death on a man before. I plotted to take a man's life before. I done been out there. I done been there. So I know. And a lot of people don't realize that. Another thing is, people like P. Diddy is insecure. That's why he got bodies. That's why he done took lives. That's why he in all this stuff, insecurity. So what a lot of people don't realize is, me talking on P. Diddy, me talking on these different celebrities, they might not want to kill me, but they know enough knuckleheads to get me beat to within an inch of death. And then people will say, but this is ignorant when you say that. Oh, trust God. God will protect you. God will do this. God will do that. No, God tell you to use wisdom. So that's why when Jesus was doing what he was doing, if you notice, Jesus was always In and out, in and out. He always doing because he knew his time was gonna come. He knew the time was gonna come. Same thing with Paul. Very strategic how he moved, because you know you doing something, you bringing the truth, and the devil hate the truth, because the devil is a lie. The devil hate the truth, and that's what you got to understand. That's what you got to understand. And so, hey, so that's why I done retired from speaking. For reason number one, y'all give me 1 second.
How can I help you?
Yes, can I have a kid's meal with the drumstick and the thigh and mac and cheese and a Coke?
For a drink Coke?
Yes.
You want pound Coke or the cup?
A regular Coke.
A regular Coke.
Yeah. And can I have a quarter chicken dark with beans and rice?
What kind of rice? What rice?
Yes.
Okay.
And can I have a side of yellow rice?
What rice? Black bean and the other side, the rice? The yellow rice?
Yes, a side of yellow rice.
Okay. That's it?
Yes, that'll be it.
You want any sauce?
The spicy sauce?
Spicy with oil?
Yes.
Okay, that's it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, see you at the window.
Thank you. Y'all forgive me. And that Coke ain't for my son. Oh, you got a Coke with it? That's for my wife. She said she'll drink the Coke. She been a Coke drinker since she was little. Me personally, I can't mess with no Coca-Cola no more. For me, drinking Coca-Cola at this stage of my life would be like me getting drunk. And I don't get drunk, cause that Coca-Cola, boy. Hello.
It was a kid's drumstick with rice, a regular Coke, and then
No, the kid's drumstick with mac and cheese.
with mac and cheese. I just put the rice, basically.
Okay.
So then the quarter chicken dark, white rice, black beans, and the yellow rice on the side.
Yes. Thank you. And now I'm gonna tell y'all the second reason why I retired from speaking. Get the hell food. The spicy pollo. This old pollo tropical. See these chicken. They try to make like it's healthy, but the chicken probably got worms. Probably was on steroids. Thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I ain't getting it. Thank you. Almost pulled off. Gotta have pull that. Yeah, I would cook this here for my family, but I know my wife would be thinking of trying to grandstand on her. Cook some more chicken. I don't want you to cook. I don't feel like doing dishes. Alright, get your little pollo. See, I ain't get me nothing right now. I'm fasting right now today. I'm still on intermittent fasting. I'm gonna eat tonight at the basketball game. So I gotta save some room for it, cause I ain't trying to be out here. I can't stay bad bodied Got to get their body together, man. Listen, I can't be walking around at the pool trying to suck in, about to pass out and throw up at the same time, trying to suck in. No diddy. So yeah, I gotta get their body right. So yeah, so the second reason why I done retired from speaking, and when I say retired, it don't mean I never speak again. It just got to be something that just really speak to me. Like, spoke to a lady yesterday who want me on a podcast, and she live in Singapore, and she talk about maybe us doing an event over there in Singapore. Now see that, I come on out the woodwork for that now. A whole nother audience, you know, whole nother audience, reach the Asian population, and just never know. And then a young man I talked to, he want me to come back to South Africa, Johannesburg, South Africa. I was always kind of up for that, almost, but you know, it take about 10,000 or so to produce it, 10 to 20K. So if you ready to be an event producer, reach out to me, partner with me on this here South Africa seminar. But the other reason why I'm retired from speaking is because of the Jezebel Spirit. And this Jezebel Spirit is on men and it's on women. It's mostly on women though. And the thing about it is, it don't matter how pure you are as a man. I have found this out. It don't matter how pure I am as a man, no matter how I live my life, it's still gonna attract Jezebel women who they want to come up and then they want to touch on you and hug you and hit on you. I remember doing speaking engagements, and the women, sometimes they'll be drunk or they'll be high. I'm like, why would you come to a seminar smelling like weed? Like, why did y'all just happy to be doing something? Y'all is like, why is y'all renting a limo and smoking weed to come to a seminar? And I remember sometimes the ladies will be standing there beside me and they'll just be looking. Oh, we finna take a picture. Oh, okay. I'm like, ugh. I'm about to throw up in my mouth, because a lot of women don't realize it's like, yeah, I look like a lame and I look like a cornball, and what I do is probably lame and cornball, but listen, I really was him. I really was out there. You hear me? I was out there batting ball. You hear me? So that is disgusting to me. For a woman to hit on me? Absolutely not. Not no real man. No real man don't ever want no woman to hit on him. I had to teach my son. I had to get on my son about that the other day. He said something alluding to that, about something about he will never walk up to a woman, or he too afraid to approach a woman and all that. I said, boy, you gonna have to learn how to do it. You're gonna have to muster up the courage, because that ain't nothing but a lame sucker want a woman to walk up to him and want a woman to shoot her shot and let her know. I had to tell my mentee the other day, I said, bro, you do not want no woman who will shoot her shot at you. That is a piece of trash. You do not want no woman who will shoot her shot. If a woman shoot her shot, she disrupting the nature and the order of things. So that means she'll jump from dang-a-lang to dang-a-lang. If a woman to shoot her shot at you, she'll hop on a dang-a-lang. When you get on her nerve, when you make her mad in that relationship, she'll hop right on the next dang-a-lang. Because that ain't the nature of a woman. That woman has been turned out. She either desperate, she either turned out, and yeah, I'm talking to you. If you the woman that think you could shoot your shot, let me tell you straightforward, right here and now, you're nasty. You're nasty. And you need prayer. You need prayer, and you need healing. And some olive oil. Because that is disgusting. And that's another reason why I stopped, because because God has purified my spirit. It just disrupt me. When I'm next to a Jezebel spirit, I'll be about to convulse. And it puts you in physical pain, man. Make your chest tight, make your stomach hurt. Spirits is real. Spirits is real, and I do not like no Jezebel spirit, because that Jezebel spirit ain't really subtle. Jezebel spirit lets you know who it is and what it's doing. Jezebel spirit lets you know, like it'll come on out. That Jezebel spirit, it's different than a woman talking to you and she could process, or she may think that you're attractive, but that could be just because she is okay with your features and she got eyes, and so she might be like, oh, he's a decent looking guy, or oh, he's an attractive man, or oh, he look good, or whatever. But that don't mean she got a Jezebel spirit just because she could see. Because I could see every woman. If a woman is beautiful to me, I could tell that she beautiful. But that don't mean I'm gonna holler at her. That don't mean I'm lusting after her. That don't mean I want to sleep with her. That don't mean I'm gonna come on to her. But I could see, oh, she's a pretty lady. And so, but that Jezebel spirit, all right. But hey, so that's the second reason why I done stopped. Second reason why I done let it go. Done let the situation go with the speaking. The other reason too is because God has showed me that I could speak to people, speak truth to power, speak life, and I could get off that video and feed my family. I ain't got to be in a whole nother state, whole nother city, away from my family. I could do the work of the Lord, cut off the phone, and go hug my wife, go to soccer practice, or be sitting at soccer practice while I'm doing the work of the Lord. And the Lord has blessed that. He has blessed that, because when you go speak, most people, they're gonna offer you like anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000. But by the time you fly and hotel, you be done spent that, and then eating and stuff, you be done spent that. And it's like, yeah, you could add that on to the tab, but me, I try to do all-inclusive prices, and the people got to sell tickets, and it's hard to sell tickets because it just so much social media. People don't feel the need to go out to no event no more, unless it's trashy, full of Jezebel spirit, like the events that some people putting on with all them Jezebel spirits on the stage talking about stuff they don't know what they talking about. And so it's just ignorant talking to ignorant, and so it's dumb money. But when you got actual sense and you know what you talking about, you talking to a different demographic. And that demographic, they like, listen, I ain't got $100 to go out for a seminar when I could get all this same information on YouTube. And so the only purpose of going out would just be to maybe meet somebody, network a little bit, fellowship, take a picture and get a book signed. But then it's like, as a speaker, when you speak for 2 hours, and then you got to stand and take pictures, and you got to smile at every person, I've noticed that in that process, in between one picture to the next picture, I kind of quickly scan, or I look at my peripheral, and it's men and women standing in line waiting to take a picture with me and waiting to get their book signed, and they are staring at me. They staring through my soul. And what they doing is they trying to like take me in. They trying to feel like, is this a celebrity? Like, who is this? Like, is this the guy from YouTube? Like, and they watching me because you could read people. So what they want to see is, they want to see if when I hug this woman, they want to see if that hand dropped down to the top of that booty. They want to see if she is gorgeous. They want to see if I talk to her longer and flirt with her. They want to see when she walk away, if I look at her booty. And they watching me like a hoe. So yes, I could see when a woman come up, I could see if she got hips on her. And so I could tell based on them hips and based on that skirt she got on, I could tell if she got old derriere. And naturally, the man, the flesh, after you done took that picture, signed that book, when she get ready to walk over, it is instantaneous. It's natural for most men until we have been renewed by Christ to give a quick little glance at that derriere. Cause boy, that thing be looking right. And so listen to me. And early in my marriage, I used to get in trouble about that all the time. My wife be elbowing me. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? And a lot of women come to me about that, and I have to tell them, I say, listen, I do the same thing. I'm like, listen, and honestly, I have not met a man that don't. I have not met a man until we are renewed by Christ. And even with that, you still slip. You still be, I be walking around all day. Lord forgive him. Lord forgive him. Lord forgive him. Lord forgive him. I'm gonna tell you the truth though about men. That's the problem. Then that's why so many women is so delusional. Because you have these gay men who posing as straight men talking about, oh, I would never look at another woman. I've never once looked at another woman when I'm in a relationship. Yeah, you looking at dangling print, boy. That's why. So yeah, you not lying. You just looking at a man booty. But you'll never meet a heterosexual man that say that he don't look at a woman that's beautiful or that got a shape. Unless he been renewed by God. But even within, it's like, it's still a daily struggle. It is a daily struggle. And so because I'm transparent like this, guess what? The next event I do, a Jezebel have watched this video. She coming out with a tight pencil skirt on, and her whole life, the main compliment she has heard is about her shape. And she getting VIP. She coming up there to get a picture, take a little hug, get a book signed. And when she get ready to walk away, she gonna swing that derriere and slap me in the thigh with it. On accident, just look, intentional accident. And this has happened to me from me being transparent. This has happened to me, women coming up there, and I say, She done heard me talk about my weakness. So now she coming here with old cardo swinging back there, knowing good and well she could have put on something else. But she know exactly what she doing. And you know what? Me knowing about it, Lord give me the wisdom, I passed the test. I passed the test. Nope, ma'am, you ain't finna get no action from me. You ain't finna have me looking at your booty. And so what I do, and how I beat it as well, I picture that booty with hairs coming out of it, with a bunch of long whisker hairs coming out of it, and a little bit of crud left in the cheek. And that right there turn my stomach quick, fast, in a hurry. And these are the tricks that we have to use as men to cure us of that lust. Got to cure that lust. And yeah, oh, you could pray. Yeah, you could pray. Yeah, you could pray. But God don't shut your eyes. He don't turn your head for you. You still have to actively walk in strength. And so because of them Jezebel spirits, and just me being so opposed to it, and me wanting to be more efficient with the message in the sense of I'm a family man and I want to be home with my family. So if I could minister and I could share truth and wisdom and the word of God and turn off the video and then be with my family, that's what I want to do. That is what I want to do over and over again. That's what I want to do. Hey, it's Tony Gasson. Coming up on 30 minutes. God bless y'all. I'm finna post my other video from last night. Then I have another video. And then my wife leaving in 2.5 hours. So time is flying. But hey, God bless you. I just want to share that with y'all just because sometimes people think that every speaker is a narcissist and just love attention and love being on the stage, being idolized and praised. But if it's some of us who are reluctant servants, it's some of us who we don't want the attention, we don't want the shine, it's so many guys over my career have accused me of doing what I do to get women, to sleep with women. And it just let me know, and some men do that. It's a lot of men, I mean, that's what the guy Derrick Jackson was doing. He was using his power and his influence, and he started knocking these women down. But he's also what I would consider a lame, in the sense, and I mean that no disrespect, but what I mean is he grew into himself. Meaning that if you was already him and you already got women and you already had any woman you want, then when you become famous, it don't change you. You don't want to abuse your power, because you was abusing your influence and power when you was broke, busted, and disgusted. So the reason why I don't want to sleep with the women who support me is because I understand that I'm in a position of influence. And so that's a power dynamic. And that there's women who will sleep with me, but they will only sleep with me from their brokenness, from their insecurity. To me, I see that as rape. Because if a man sleep with a woman who is vulnerable and self-hating and insecure, I see it no different than rape, to be honest with you. Because she mentally is warped. Like, she mentally gone. So the man is using his, it's just like a boss sleeping with the assistant. That power dynamic, that assistant could feel weak. She could feel helpless. She could feel obligated, because she feel like if she say no, she's gonna lose her job, and she don't have another job waiting in the wings. So that's why a lot of subordinates end up sleeping with their superior in the workplace, male and female, because some women will use that power dynamic to sleep with a man. I remember I was working a corporate job, and an older woman who was probably 35, I was like probably 19 to 21, she came up to me in the cafeteria and slid me a note that said, "I want to F the S out of you." And it was because she knew she was older, because she knew she had a perfect shape, looked like she used to strip type shape. And I'm young, I'm feeling like this my rite of passage, this what you gotta do. How can I say no to her? How can I turn her down? And so it was like, it was disgusting to me, but it also was this thing of like, oh, if you don't do it, you gay. That was always a narrative too, to where if you turn a woman down, so it's like, even though you don't want it, you will accept what she offering just because you don't want the stigma of, oh, you gay. Who turned down Kuda Val? And so I was shocked. And I can't remember another time that happening to me like that, like on that level, but I was blown away. But I guarantee you that woman probably got touched probably as early as 3 years old and was completely turned out. But hey, it's Tony Gas, and God bless you. We went over time, so that's why I done retired from speaking. So now I'm gonna be trying to produce different things and events and stuff like that, starting different companies and all of that, because I ain't really been speaking for some time now, since probably about 2019, other than with the sports teams. But hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.